Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the soap finally released its ultra-late preview clip. It shows Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, rushing to the art school. However, there will be two more shooting victims. Plus, Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, is distraught over being blocked from his own son. Let's begin with Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, who is still chatting with John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan. They are talking about Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. Both are in agreement that Luna wasn't born bad, but was a product of her upbringing. Still, that doesn't give the girl any excuses for what she has done, and is doing now. Fans know that Luna was going to shoot Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Messins would. However, Sheila jumped to get the gun away from Luna. During the struggle, a gunshot went off. Both women had horrified looks on their faces. Luna's eyes look more like shock, and Sheila seems to be the one that gets shot. Luna loved her grandmother, so when this happens, she could completely lose control. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the preview clip also shows Liam busting through a door. I can't be sure, but it looks like the door to the temporary art school at Wyatt Spencer's, Darren Brooks, old beach house. With Liam having a brain tumor anyway, he was slated to come to the rescue. Ever since his tragic diagnosis, Liam feels his mission is to save Steffi and Kelly Spencer, Sofia Perez, before it's too late. Fans will also see Finn and Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, race into surgery, along with Bridge Forrester, Ashley Jones. However, while 3 patients go into the operating room, there will only be 2 recoveries. There will also be a scene that shows Bill rushing up to the hospital. Bill has presumably heard about the shooting. However, when Bill wants to see Liam, he is blocked by both Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. Now, TRIDG is not related to Liam, so I'm not sure how they determine who goes to see the young man. While Bill understands everyone is angry with him about Luna, he feels guilty and wants to make it right. So how is Bill going to do that? The week of July 7 on The Bold and the Beautiful explodes into chaos, carnage, and heart-pounding desperation. The aftermath of the shooting continues to reverberate through Los Angeles, and just when viewers think it can't get worse, 2 more victims collapse, Liam's life hangs by a thread, and Bill Spencer is pushed to the brink. As secrets swirl, relationships fray, and loyalties are tested, here's everything we expect in this explosive week of fallout and emotional wreckage. Monday, July 7. Blood on the floor, questions in the air. The week begins mid-chaos as hospital staff work frantically to stabilize Liam, who was rushed into emergency surgery after a near-fatal shooting. A stunned Steffi, blood-splattered and shaking, recounts the horror to Ridge, who arrives just in time to see his daughter unravel. She can barely form the words. They were after Liam, and they weren't done. Finn, stricken with guilt for not seeing the threat sooner, locks horns with Lieutenant Baker, who begins piecing together the events. The shooter fled, but not before others were injured. As the investigation deepens, Finn flashes back to a blurred moment, a familiar shape in the shadows, a voice that didn't belong. Meanwhile, Hope is at Liam's side, broken and guilt-ridden. She blames herself for everything, their marriage collapse, his paranoia, even the danger. Brooke urges her daughter not to take on the blame. But it's clear Hope may not be able to emotionally survive if Liam doesn't pull through. Elsewhere, Bill receives the call that shatters him. It's Liam, he's been shot. The billionaire tycoon goes numb. For a moment, he forgets how to breathe. And then the storm inside him begins to build. Tuesday, July 8. Another gunshot, another victim. As the police widen the perimeter around the incident location, news breaks that another shooting has occurred, this time at an off-site parking structure behind Forrester Creations. The victim, a junior designer named Keisha, who was working late on the upcoming line. She's in critical condition, and the police suspect a link to Liam's shooting. Rich demands answers. Eric steps up, shaken, declaring they must shut down operations until further notice. Steffi is reluctant. She fears if they hide, the enemy wins. But when news comes that another Forrester intern, Mark, has been found unconscious with similar signs of a struggle, no gunshot wound, but definite signs of violence, it becomes clear this isn't random. Someone is targeting people within Liam's orbit, and Forrester Creations is officially a war zone. Hope pleads with Steffi for unity. Whatever this is, we need to stand together now. For Liam. Meanwhile, Bill arrives at the hospital like a freight train. When he sees Liam unconscious and hooked to machines, something in him snaps. He turns to Finn and demands answers. "You're a doctor, and his family. How the hell did this happen on your watch?" Finn stands his ground, but it's clear. Tensions are rising, and Liam's condition is tearing everyone apart. Wednesday, July 9. Liam flatlines, Sheila's involvement suspected. In the most harrowing moment of the week, Liam flatlines. Hope screams. Bill freezes. Alarms blare as nurses and doctors flood the room. Steffi and Finn are pushed out into the corridor, unable to do anything but wait and pray. As the team works frantically to revive him, Hope whispers through tears, "Don't leave me. Don't leave us. I still love you." After an agonizing few minutes, the monitor beeps again. Liam's heart is back. But barely. At the same time, Lieutenant Baker begins pursuing a disturbing lead. A potential link between the shooter and Sheila Carter. Although she's been keeping a low profile, a strange message was intercepted from one of her old burner phones. Finn overhears this and his stomach drops. Could Sheila be involved again? But this time, if Sheila's pulling strings, it isn't to save Finn or Steffi. It's to finish what someone else started. Thursday, July 10. Bill's breakdown, Steffi's flashbacks. With Liam stabilized but still unconscious, Bill crumbles under the weight of guilt, rage, and helplessness. Alone with his son, he begins to talk, vulnerably, emotionally, honestly. "I wasn't always a good father. Hell, I wasn't always a good man. But I'd trade every dollar, every skyscraper, every yacht, if it meant you just open your eyes." Katie, watching from the doorway, is visibly moved, but she doesn't step in, yet. Meanwhile, Steffi's memory starts to sharpen. During a heated moment with Ridge, she flashes back to something small but crucial. A tattoo on the attacker's wrist. It was the same symbol she saw weeks ago, on Grace Buckingham's assistant. She doesn't say it aloud, but it hits her like lightning. Grace's name, long dormant in everyone's mind, is about to come roaring back. Elsewhere, Hope sits with Beth, who still doesn't understand what's happened. The little girl asks, "Is Daddy going to heaven?" And Hope breaks down. She can't answer, not yet. Friday, July 11. Target identified, a deadly confrontation. Friday's cliffhanger ends the week on a chilling high note. Lieutenant Baker confirms their main suspect. A man named Remy, formerly connected to one of Sheila's old allies. The shooter is believed to have been hired, but by whom remains a mystery. Grace Buckingham reappears, furious at being linked to the shootings, but when confronted by Steffi, she stammers a little too long before answering. "You don't know what you're talking about," she insists. But Steffi sees the truth in her eyes. In a parallel scene, Bill receives an anonymous message on his private phone. A grainy photo of Liam bleeding out on the floor, sent before the ambulance even arrived. "You were warned, Spencer. This is only the beginning." Bill's face darkens. He vows to hunt down whoever did this, legal or not. As the week ends, 3 key threads leave fans gasping. Liam's fate. Will he ever wake up? His body is fighting, but will his mind return? And when he does, will he remember who pulled the trigger? 2 more victims. Keisha clings to life in ICU, while Mark is placed under armed protection. It's clear that someone wants to send a message, and they're far from finished. Bill's horror. The photo shakes Bill to his core. Not only did someone plan this, but they're watching. and if he's not careful, he may be the next target. Other rumblings in the Thomas returns early. Rumors swirl that Thomas Forrester may come back to LA early, disturbed by the news of Hope's breakdown and Liam's shooting. Will he offer comfort, or something more? Sheila's endgame? Sheila is suspiciously absent. That usually means she's working in the shadows. And with the shooter potentially tied to her former crew, fans are left to wonder. Is Sheila the mastermind or merely a distraction from someone even more sinister? Zen's secret. Zend is acting suspiciously this week. He was seen near Forrester the night of the second shooting, and he's avoiding questions. What is he hiding? Poppy's slip-up. In an emotionally fraught conversation, Poppy accidentally references someone named Vin in connection with an old drug lab. Is there a deeper connection between her past and the attacks? Final thoughts. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful isn't just about love triangles or fashion rivalries, it's war. With blood spilled, secrets unraveling, and vendettas exploding, viewers are in for a dramatic ride filled with heartbreak, suspense, and shocking twists. Liam's fate hangs in the balance, Bill is unraveling, and someone out there wants to take the entire Forrester family down. And if history has taught us anything, it's that in Los Angeles, no one is safe. Brace yourselves. The bullets have already been fired. Now comes the reckoning. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bolded and BAUTFULUPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.